Dude, you never get a MOAB when I'm playing with you, man. I think you cheat. I think you're in combat training.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Justin, and this time I'll be bringing you guys some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. At the beginning, the little subtitle you saw, I'm in a party of 6, and they were saying, you know, I'm not good enough to get the MOAB, and they think, like, they thought that I got it in combat training in Modern Warfare 3 with my pro mods combat training. I don't know what they're talking about, but they're giving me a hard time about not getting one, I guess, because I usually get them. This is kind of a thing, is that I usually get the MOABs with a Z when I'm playing with 1 or 2 people, but this is a party of 6. But I got to show these guys, these young kids out there, that I still got it, even though everybody in this party is probably older than I am. But we're going to talk about the gameplay here in a second. But there are 2 things that I do want to talk about beforehand. Like this video and favorite this video and comment on this video. So go ahead and do that. 15 likes, 50 views. I'm going to say that after every single video, so I don't say it anymore. It automatically just happens. But you guys have been doing an excellent job on that portion. Another thing that we're going to talk about is the Q&A. So last time I did a live comm with Remix to Ignition, or at Idaho Spartan. So he was on this video. We did a live comm, and I asked for Q&A questions. So there were a few already, and these guys already put some questions. It was Fracture Resolve, but I don't think he exists anymore. I think he died. He was killed by the Mighty Pedophile King or something like that. RuneScape Dre asked a question. Drummer Boy. So there's only been 3 questions asked, so what I would hope that you guys can do is just ask the question so that I can have it for the next Q&A. I will be using their questions in conjunction with the questions that you guys put on this video right now. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to give you guys a few tips on how to get the MOABs with the Z. This is actually my first shotgun MOAB, my only shotgun MOAB, and I've actually been trying for a very long time to get a shotgun MOAB, so it was kind of strange that the only shotgun MOAB I ever got was with the AA-12, which is easily, I don't know if it's easily, it's one of the worst guns in the game. It is tied with the M16 for probably worst gun in the game, and it's horrible. And I ended up getting this in gold. One good thing about using the AA-12 is that after you use it and get good with it, every other gun seems awesome, so that's another thing. Another advantage slash disadvantage of this, and there's another headshot, and I think I get like 3 headshots in a row. This thing's like an aimbot spam bot. So another thing for you guys is that the AA-12 kind of forces you to play a certain play style, which is up close, in your face, close quarters combat. So sometimes with the pump shotties like the KSG, the Spaz, and the Model, it's hard to shoot up close. And I don't know why, but I get hit markers from up close with these Spaz all the time. So the AA-12 is kind of good in that aspect, but it's just a really horrible gun. I'm using range on this. One of the advantages of using damage instead of range is that when you get your specialist bonus, you get range too. So one of the problems with me, I talked about this on another AA-12 video, was that the AA-12 has many deficiencies. Okay, it has problems all over the place, but its biggest problem is the range. So I know the damage, it's always awesome to have stopping power on your guns, but I just had no range at all, so that's why I used range before. So I was thinking about doing an overkill class and then getting a specialist bonus and then changing to the AA-12, but it's just such a bad gun, I don't recommend doing that. So this is kind of the C spawn where you want to be, where the barrels are, in this truck, I don't know, loading dock truck spot right here, so they kept running in there. So this is a good spot on Carbon to get your MOABs, alright? Another thing about getting the MOAB is that you don't want to cap flags. See, I didn't know this. This is kind of weird, and I actually do it in this video, is that the flag capping adds to your specialist streak and your kill streaks, but it does not add to your actual MOAB streak. So if you already have specialist bonus, that is your cue to start playing like a bitch and not going anywhere, because that's what you need to do to get this MOABs, alright? But me, on a lot of these videos, I'm, you know, on a 16, 17 kill streak, and I'm like, oh, I gotta cap this flag because my teammates let my teammates down. But right now, I'm not concerned with that. We're in a party of 6. There's no point. You know, I think we're going to win. I'm pretty sure we're going to win right now. I don't know why I'm trying to cap this flag. I should just back off right now and let it be, but that's not the case. So this is being played on double XP weekend. So another thing is that these guys, every time I kill these guys, you're getting plus 100 when you should be getting plus 50. Obviously, you're getting double XP. When you get the MOAB, you're going to get quad XP, so that's kind of one of the big things. But the only bad thing is that I'm not prestiging anymore, so it doesn't even matter how much XP is in the game right now. So here's me again moving around this area right here. Here's the triple C4 and everybody goes, ooh.
Nice.
So that was plus 1,000. Yeah, that's plus 500 normally, but you got plus 1,000 on a triple kill C4. So that was a pretty good kill right there. Attachments for the AA-12, obviously extended mags, and I just don't like using special. This is one of the things about how shitty the AA-12 is, that you need scavenger and sleight of hand. So the only way that you can have 2 perks in the same slot is going to be specialist, which I don't really particularly like using as well, because you know you're not really helping your team out offensive or defensively. So don't really like that either. But that's what you have to do. And my setup, I think it went like this. It went it was scavenger first. So this is my default loadout: scavenger, hardline, and dead silence. Okay, I don't know why I'm using dead silence, but that's just what I use. And then my kill streaks coming out when I get my specialist is going to be sleight of hand, what is that? Extreme conditioning, pro, and then steady aim. So as you can see, my first 2 perks in my specialist loadout are blue perks. So you actually need 3 blue perks just to be competitive, and it's still a piece of shit gun. So I do not recommend using this at all. As you can see right here, I'm playing like a little biatch, and I'm waiting around because I know I'm pretty close. I don't know how close I am right now, but that's just another thing. So other than not capping flags when you are trying to go for the MOAB, you also kind of want to play a bit more defensively. And this is kind of why I don't really get MOABs very often, because it's very difficult for me to slow down. It's kind of like for you older guys out there, if you guys remember who Randy Johnson was, he was the pitcher for the Seattle Mariners. You're like trying to tell Randy Johnson to throw a changeup, right? Like he doesn't do that. It's going to be like an 88-mile-an-hour slider. I don't know anything about baseball, and I kind of sounded like I did right there. But basically what I'm trying to say is that you cannot tell a guy that throws that hard to slow down. And there's the MOAB with only 125 points into the game. And you can't hear the audio, but these guys are going like, oh, he actually delivered. I was like, yes, I did. And now you guys need to retire. Okay, so that's another tip for the MOAB. General tips, specialists, use that. I said it before, use scavenger as your default perk and then sleight of hand. I see a lot of guys out there using the sleight of hand first and then using scavenger later, but scavenger pro gives you more bullets, so you want to keep that one first, all right? Another thing is that I've noticed, and I know a lot of you guys probably don't want to set up MOABs, and nobody in my crew has ever done this for me, but in this video, Remix to Ignition is actually running support. So one of the good things is that when you're trying to get a MOAB, you probably want some guys in your team to run support. It's not necessarily to tell you where they are because they have Assassin, but kind of get a general direction to where everybody else is at. So that's another good thing to have when you are playing in a party. Like I played with my buddy Nick, the guy that I got the double MOAB with the other day, and then I think I was running like hardline and then UAV, counter UAV, and no third kill streak. So I was just getting UAVs. I got so many UAVs, it was like having an advanced UAV up the whole time. And he got a MOAB. I think he got 2 MOABs that night. And so I was helping him out a lot on that. So that's another thing you can do if you're with a party. We got plus 600 for a flag cap right there. But I really thought I was going to get a double MOAB right here. And I was like, I think I got like 10 kills in a row or something like that. So I really thought I was going to get a double MOAB right here. But if you can have one guy run like a UAV, counter UAV support with a hardline class, it's pretty awesome. You know, getting a recon in there too. So that helps out tremendously. Another thing too is that if you actually play with players that are strong, so I don't like to use KD as a measuring stick for these guys, but typically if your KD is like, oh, I would say anything above 1.4, if you're playing with guys that are that good, then 1.4 is not even that good, but mine's like 1. I don't even know what mine is, but basically what I'm trying to say is that if you play with 1 or 2 guys, or 2 to 3 guys, excuse me, so 2 to 3 total, so 1 or 2 of your other guys, 2 to 3 total, you're probably more likely to get MOABs because you kind of end up stealing kills from everybody else when you have 6 players on your team. So that's kind of the good thing about this video in particular, is that this is a team full of 6, and these guys aren't very good either on the other team, but one of the things you should take away is that on a team full of 6, I was able to get 24 gun kills in a row on that. So video is going to be wrapping up. Please be sure to like this. It makes it easier for me to get up in the morning and make another video. Okay, so 15 likes, 50 views, and I'll try to post this up. I'm at 14 views right now in the other video, but one of those likes is mine, so I might kind of wait on that. Final score was 40 kills and 4 deaths. And I think the final kill cam does show AA-12 blast, AA-12 blast extended mag. So other than that, the Q&A video is probably going to go up next. So I do have a I have a high score in the game, but like not a very good high KD game. So I'll probably be using that for the next one. But other than that, thank you for watching. I will catch you guys later. I've been Justin. See you guys.